He was a rising star, a hometown hero, and just seconds away from another game-winning shot, until he collapsed on the court and never got back up. Everyone thought it was a tragic heart attack, but what the autopsy revealed was murder. This is the story of Marcus Sky Freeman. This is The Silent Witness. Marcus Freeman was just 24 years old, an electric shooting guard from Atlanta, Georgia. Nicknamed Sky Freeman for his impossible vertical leap, Marcus had made a name for himself in college ball and was now entering his second season with the Atlanta Blaze, a newly formed professional team playing in the state league. He was the pride of his community, charitable, grounded, and devoted to his single mother who had raised him in the rough neighborhoods of South Fulton. He had recently signed a $5 million endorsement deal with a national shoe brand and was in talks for a move to the NBA. On March 12, 2024, during a packed playoff game, Marcus had scored 28 points. The game was tied. With just under 2 minutes left, he dribbled past two defenders, pulled up for a jumper, and collapsed midair. Gasps filled the arena. He hit the ground hard. No contact. No foul, just a lifeless fall. Within minutes, paramedics were on the court. CPR, defibrillator. Nothing worked. Marcus Freeman was pronounced dead at 8:17 p.m., right there, on the court that had made him a star. Initial reports suggested a massive cardiac arrest, a rare but not unheard of event in professional sports. Tributes poured in. Hashtags trended. Celebrities posted condolences. A candlelight vigil was held outside the Blazers training center. But behind the scenes, something didn't sit right. Marcus had no history of heart issues. In fact, he'd passed his physical just 2 weeks before. He lived clean, no drugs, no alcohol, no performance enhancers. And his mother, Denise, insisted that he had never even experienced shortness of breath. Still, the team issued a press release. Marcus Freeman died of an unexpected cardiac episode. The city mourned. 3 days later, the preliminary autopsy report landed on the desk of Detective Carla Medina, who had been assigned to review the case only as a procedural measure. She almost filed it away until she saw the line: elevated levels of tetrodotoxin in the bloodstream. Tetrodotoxin is a neurotoxin found in pufferfish, highly lethal in small doses. It causes paralysis, cardiac arrest, and death, mimicking a sudden medical collapse. Medina froze. This wasn't a heart attack. This was poisoning. With the cause of death officially changed to homicide, the investigation blew wide open. Everyone became a suspect: teammates, coaches, even sponsors. But as detectives traced Marcus's last 72 hours, one name kept coming up: Julian Knox. Julian was Marcus's teammate, once a top college prospect himself, but sidelined by injury and overshadowed by Marcus ever since the Blaze signed him. They'd argued in the locker room 2 days before the game over playing time, and Julian had been unusually quiet during the press conference after Marcus's death. Still, there was no motive strong enough, no evidence, no eyewitnesses, until an anonymous tip came in. The caller? A team nutritionist. She claimed she had seen Julian tampering with Marcus's protein shake the morning of the game. She hadn't thought anything of it. Players pranked each other all the time. But when Marcus collapsed, the guilt ate her alive. Police searched Julian's apartment and found a vial labeled TTX, research only, hidden in a shoebox. Under questioning, Julian finally cracked. He admitted to poisoning Marcus's shake with a diluted dose of tetrodotoxin hours before the game. He had researched the toxin online, believing a small enough dose would only make Marcus sick, just enough to miss the game and give Julian the spotlight. But the dose had been miscalculated. Marcus never stood a chance. Julian was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, premeditated poisoning, and tamper with an athlete's food supply, a charge rarely used in modern sports law. Marcus Freeman's death sent shockwaves through the sports world. not just because of the tragedy, but because of betrayal. A rising star, killed not by illness, not by fate, but by someone who wore the same jersey. His mother established the Sky Freeman Foundation, promoting ethics in competitive sports and mental health awareness for athletes. Today, NBA players wear a patch with the number 22 in Marcus's honor during preseason games. He trained to beat the best. He didn't expect to be betrayed by one of them. This was the story of Marcus Sky Freeman, a silent witness to the dangers that sometimes hide in plain sight. Subscribe for more real cases that need to be heard, only on The Silent Witness.